At Pace, we want to encourage churches to connect regularly and positively with their local schools. There are lots of brilliant ways this can happen, but we want to highlight 7 ways that you and your church could think about if you're not already doing them.
Your church could have people who love Jesus, love children and young people, and have time to visit schools to help people explore the Christian faith through assemblies, lessons, or lunch clubs. This could be alongside Pace Schools work staff as a volunteer or independently, but we would love to partner wherever it's helpful, and we'd love to know if you're going into schools to do this so that we can encourage you. Open the Book is another great way to serve primary schools that you could explore doing. 95% of children and young people are unchurched, so we think the church needs to go to school to help them hear about Jesus from people who know him. Could your church be a part of that?
Children and young people who go to school need support and encouragement to be able to live for Jesus and tell others about him. They can also be great examples of confidently inviting friends to come to church activities, such as children's clubs and groups, and to Sunday groups to find out more. We can encourage and celebrate them in this. And for secondary school students, we have the Live It, Tell It resource to help prepare them to share Jesus with friends. Feel free to ask us how you could run Live It, Tell It to help your young people grow in confidence in having helpful conversations with friends at school about life with Jesus. How are the children and young people in your church families being regularly celebrated, encouraged, equipped, and prayed for?
Your church probably has Christian parents or carers of children and young people who go to schools locally. They can play a key role in being governors, joining the PTA, volunteering for trips, school events, etc. Parents and carers, especially in primary schools, often have opportunities to befriend others on the school gate and build friendships that help people get to know Jesus. How can your church support and encourage this to happen? The Living and Telling course might be a good way. You could ask us how this course could help you equip people aged 16 and upwards to share their faith wherever God has placed them. How could you highlight these parents and carers to the rest of your church family and encourage them?
Does your church have teachers or support staff who work in schools? Why not ask them to share with the whole church some of the challenges and encouragements and how you can pray for their schools and for them in their work? How can your church support and encourage school staff to be excellent and ready to make the most of every opportunity? Maybe you could make a priority of Education Sunday. This is on the second Sunday in September each year. Schools are a big part of our communities, so how can we as churches support and encourage those who work in them every day?
What's it like when you gather as a church on Sundays? How can we make our services accessible to the uninitiated? Do we use clear language to help people understand? Are we ready to welcome and help non-Christian guests to enjoy being with us and discover Jesus together with us? And how about children and young people? Do we plan to lead our times together in a way that helps them too? At Pace, we're always happy to help you think about this and also to visit services occasionally to share and encourage everyone about the work in schools. Do ask us about this.
There are lots of ways that churches plan activities and events that are especially open to children, young people and their families to come along, connect and find out more about knowing Jesus. Many of these can be specifically advertised in local schools, especially if there's already a strong relationship there. How can we think creatively about events that would be attractive and helpful to local children, young people and families? How about thinking a whole year ahead and coordinating efforts with other churches nearby?
churches find lots of other ways to connect positively with local schools. Friendly communications such as nice cards, messages, and even gifts at Christmas and Easter. Offering use of church buildings freely for special events like carol services, homework clubs, or Christmas and Easter experiences. Rocking up with a plate full of cakes and biscuits for the staff room always goes down well. Helping provide free meals for families on a tight budget during school holidays. Is there any equipment the school needs but can't afford? Could we help with this occasionally? What ways can your church find to be generous to local schools? PrayForSchools.org has some excellent ideas of how to pray and to be a practical blessing to your local schools. So make sure you look at their ideas because they're really helpful.
We hope this encourages you if you're doing some of these things already. And if not, we hope it helps start some conversations about what you could do. And please do let us know about what you're doing or how we might be able to help you connect regularly and positively with your local schools. We'll see you soon.